JazzCast Pros.
Hey. Welcome back to Beauty Boss Millionaire. I'm your host, Felicia Fracassi, and today we're talking all things economy. We're talking about the banks. We're talking about all these good things that we're going to need to know coming up in the next few months, even the next year. So let's get right into it because a lot of people are asking me, a lot of people are in my DMs, a lot of people are calling in, a lot of people even sending me emails on how are we going to survive this whole recession.
Thank you for tuning in to the Beauty Boss Millionaire podcast with Felicia Fracassi. Her mission is to empower you with short, on-the-go business tips and advice to help you successfully start and run your company like a boss. And now, here's your host, Beauty Boss Millionaire, Felicia Fracassi.
Let's go right into the question that a single mom asked me. How do I now support my family and doing what I'm doing for everything and everybody and spreading myself so thin and trying to run the business? And that's really where I said, oh my goodness, I have to get on this podcast and really help the single moms, the single dads, people that are just trying their best to survive right now. Even if you don't have a business, listen up, get a little closer, because I want to really just help these people that are in situations like this, because I even could be in a situation like this. Any of us could be in a situation like this. Millionaires are scrambling right now. They're selling their second homes. They're trying to figure out ways to survive. They're having meetings. Speaking of that, let's go right into that. Number one, if you are the head of household or the person that normally is in charge of everyone and everything, we need to all have a meeting. I sat down with my kids and I had a meeting with them. I said, listen, right now, the recession is here. I said, let me show you what a recession is. I pulled up the computer. I showed them. They were like, oh, goodness, this is not good. My son, he's 13. Or actually, he's 14, excuse me. And my daughter is 12. I sat down and I showed them why we are cutting costs in the household. They go to private school. They won't be going to private school next year. And they actually were okay with it. But I'm glad because they had the foundations of a private school. Now you're probably saying, okay, well, that my kids aren't in that situation. But my point is that in that meeting, I want you guys to be talking about what we're going to be doing to cut costs. I want them to understand that they're going to be turning off the lights in the house. There might not be as many trips and vacations. There might not be as many extra stuff because right now, mommy and daddy or mommy is in survival mode. You have to make sure that you guys are cutting costs and everyone is focused. You can't obviously miss work. You're going to have to say, look, you guys going to need to be up on time. Mommy can't miss work because if I miss work, I don't make money. Things like that need to be talked about because kids don't sometimes know what's going on, but they can feel the change. And it's important that you have those meetings so they know how you're going to operate and run. I'm really strict when I run my household only because I have so many things that I have to manage. My kids are picking out their clothes the night before because I can't afford for them to be late. I actually cook breakfast sometimes, like the night before I cook breakfast because I'm not going to have time in the morning. They know where to get their breakfast at. Sometimes we sit down, sometimes we don't, depending on what's going on. There might not be that everyday Starbucks run. There might be you getting a Keurig and buying a coffee and having a cold brew, you making it yourself. And those are the things that I'm talking about. People are like, huh? No way. No, this is what I'm talking about. Survival mode is cutting costs and gaining money and figuring out ways to be productive. You may not think that $30 a week in drinks is a big deal, but $30 times 4 weeks, you're already up to $120 that you just saved. And that could be going towards a light bill, all because of a coffee. So let's get ourselves together. Let's start preparing our meals. Let's start not eating out. Let's start getting everything together. Let's get the kids on the same page and let's really run this thing. And that even goes for your business. If you have a business, you need to be sitting down explaining this. I had a staff meeting the other day. Actually, 3 weeks ago I had the meeting, and then a month ago I had a meeting, and then 3 months ago I had the same talk because I have to constantly remind people we are in a recession, regardless if the news is going to come on and say that we are or not because they're scared people are going to withdraw money. The point is that we are in a recession and we all need to be effective on cost cutting. So, we have our cleaner that comes once a week and, we pay her a lot of money for her to come and clean the store. But guess what I had to tell everybody? We're still going to keep our cleaner, but she won't be coming as often. And guess what? You guys are going to have to start helping out. Even at my house, we have a maid that comes every week. she's now coming every 2 weeks because I'm being smart as a business person. And I'm like, okay, what do we absolutely need and what we don't need? Yeah, it was nice when she came in the house, folded the clothes, did little things. But it's also, they can do it themselves. They're getting older now. You have to know where to cut the cost at or else you're going to go down. Now, even if you're like, okay, Felicia, that's like super, super bougie. Let me just break it down. Even the grocery runs. You might have to go to that Aldi's. Yes, I said it. Aldi's has great prices and the food is more natural. It's not all this processed stuff because I don't know where Aldi's is based out of. I think Germany. But wherever they are from, they believe in having a lot of pure foods and the food is cheaper. So my point is that you want to make sure you're cutting costs across the board. Obviously, you don't want to be to the point where you're cutting costs and sacrificing, quality. You want to make sure you can still have good quality and good foods. And that's why I say that Aldi's is a good choice. I see people that actually are really wealthy where I live in Aldi's, pulling up in Rolls Royces, going to Aldi's. I couldn't believe it. So let that be a lesson. It doesn't matter about the name of the store. It doesn't matter. It's about the cost of the food. Are you saving money? Is your money going further? Are you working yourself to death and not getting anywhere? Cut costs, cut spending, cut going out, cut. Even literally, I want to say this person's name so bad, but I'm not going to. There is a really well-known millionaire that I had lunch with about 3 weeks ago. They told me that they are not even going out to eat right now. Yes, I said it. They're not going out to eat. Millionaires are not going out to eat right now. They're scared about the economy. Because when they go out to eat, guess what they're dropping? $400 or $500 a week. That's $2,000 a month they're spending on going out to eat. Yes, they're now saving. The word millionaire is so overrated. Millionaire is a joke anymore. You have to be a billionaire to even be a millionaire now. It's like millionaire is nothing. It's not, because all of our money got cut in half. So if you're a millionaire, you're only worth 500,000. And if you're a billionaire, you're only worth X amount of millions. So it's like our money has changed right before our eyes. I also want to talk a little bit about the money in the bank. A lot of people are a little concerned about their money in the bank because of what's happening. Just remember, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I don't want to scare anyone, but do not put all your eggs in one basket. You save a little cash. I don't know where you want to put that cash at. If you have a safe at home, the good old-fashioned mattress trick, whatever it is, make sure it's secured. Make sure no one can get to your money. And you might want to leave some in the bank to pay those bills that are coming out and things like that. But you also want to, telling you right now, buy some gold. It's going to be the only thing that's going to actually stabilize and not go up. If you have some money, I don't mean necklaces and jewelry rings. I literally mean coins, gold, kilos, bricks, of gold so you can preserve the money. Because that's what a lot of the wealthy are doing right now. But I'll get more into this up next on Beauty Boss Millionaire. See, right when it gets good, I have to go. I actually have to go to my companies, actually, and check this out, see what's going on, seeing if we're doing the right thing, cutting costs and saving, because we will stay afloat during this time. We will have to even cut positions a little bit here and there, but we're still going to give good quality. And I hope you do too. Thanks for tuning in to Beauty Boss Millionaire.
Hey, if you like this episode, check out Getting Real with Bossy, where we chat about what it's like to be a woman business owner.
You'll hear interviews with women who are doing what it takes to succeed and the reality of what that looks like.
We cover all the topics, figuring out the rules and regulations, navigating business partnerships,
Even if that's your spouse. Motherhood while running a business, working within your values.
and all the ups and downs of being the boss.
Are you ready to get real? Pop over to our podcast.
Getting Real with Bossy,